Sagittarius, welcome to your February readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. So, Sagittarius, I feel that the majority of you are really going to have a great month, as long as you keep being reasonable, because I feel that you may be tempted to some excessive energy, like to fall into excess emotionally, financially. There's a little bit of it's like a sense of overextending yourself on certain things, and it feels that it's out of pleasure. So you may be going out a lot, partying a lot, drinking a lot, eating a lot, having more of your senses stimulated. But sometimes there could be here an overboard like energy. So it's just, there's an attention here for you to use the power of your mind as well, to be reasonable about the way you communicate with others, the way you present yourself to others, because sometimes without you realizing, you may come across to others at this time as a little bit it's like exaggerated. People are seeing something in you that feels like too much to be true. You may be trying to convince people about your ideas, or about your the sense of righteousness, like how they should live their lifestyle, how they should do certain things or not do certain things. And I feel that, again, use your reasoning, because not all people will understand the way you communicate over the month of February. But I also feel that in other ways, when you are using your discernment, when you are using this reasoning and this judgment, you can actually come across or reach a lot of original thinking in this month, and understand ways like to create solutions out of nowhere. Like I feel that some of you may have been dealing with some struggles or dragging situations that has been difficult to find a solution. Suddenly, like out of the blue, you may find just a solution you have been like for months waiting or expecting it to come. And I feel that it has a lot to do as well with the more you put your gaze and your focus into what's coming, into the future, into the trust of what that future is going to bring. Because I feel that some of you may be really like having this cravings, these desires to pursue happiness, like in a way that possibly you haven't felt before. Some of you, you were here on a little bit of a karmic path lately. And what I want to say about that is there has been some hard lessons and hard tests, and I feel that a part of your divine spark, part of your soul, has been left a little bit tired and exhausted by the effects of certain difficult situations. And I feel like February brings a turnaround for those who have been working hard to grow, to better themselves. They are going to start to reap the rewards of that good work. Some of you, it's rewards from divine orientation. So again, having the sudden solution to the equation, to the math you have been trying to do, suddenly understanding, suddenly returning to your senses as well on certain things where you have been more disconnected from who you are, your soul. I feel that some of you have been a little bit spiritually like disconnected, unplugged, due to life's circumstances and limitations. And it's like February can be a month where you feel like that plug is starting to work again, because possibly you have been opening up to the optimistic vision of life, and you have been trying to remain patient, to remain grounded, to remain to remain with that energy of trust that what the future brings is going to be good, and it's going to be positive. And so again, what you are projecting, you will attract in February quite strongly, especially with this magician here as well. So make sure you are manifesting the good thoughts, the good things. I feel that most of you will be really into the good side of life during this month. I also feel some of you are very curious, like very inquisitive, very into like making a lot of questions out of curiosity. I don't feel that you're trying to find the faults on someone, but again, watch the way you communicate, because some people may not really understand what you're doing, or there may be difficulty in getting your message across. So people may misinterpret you. They may take things personally that you didn't mean, or they may think of you something that you are not. Or just make sure you are not toying and playing too much with words and concepts because you are more inquisitive or more curious, or more into just playing, this playful mood. But when you're talking seriously, talk seriously, This is what I want to mean. When you are trying to really have a conversation that it's important to you, make sure the other person who you are dealing with knows that you are serious about it, that you really mean it, you really mean what you are saying, because then you may be having people questioning your intentions, not believing you, not trusting your messages. Some of you feel like you have lost your mind and you're trying to regain that. So some of you have been dealing with some, like, I don't know if you did something on January that you're kind of regretting, or even before. It's just, I feel that some of you feel like you have lost touch again with your divine spark, with everything that used to, make you happy. And you want to return to that. You want to return to your senses. You want to return to your ability to trust in the good of life, which usually is a very one of the most powerful traits of Sagittarius. So some of you are really into the new things. I feel that some of you will be like in this energy of learning, wanting to learn something. So some of you may be involved in more. I also feel that some of you may be involved with community as well. There's a lot of focus on friendships, socializing, family, people you consider to be your family, your tribe, and people in general that are part of your community. And I feel that there's an important play, or an important role you are playing here. I don't know if it is a messenger type of role where you are like channeling divine information and you are spreading your word to others, and this is why you need to pay attention to the way you are speaking. Or if you're just like involved in seminars, groups, workshop, group therapies, a lot of clients that you need to communicate with. I feel that this is not a lonely month at all. For Sagittarius, this is a month of growth through relating with the collective, and what, and getting to a better understanding of what that sense of union and belonging means to you. Because you can actually join the 10 of Pentacles, which is this great card of establishment, family, feeling that you have that support, feeling that you are established on, a continuation of generations that make you proud, or feeling that you are finally building that sense of family unit that you always dreamed of. And you can join, the satisfaction in terms of the concrete lifestyle, feeling that you and your family are doing great, you have everything you need, feeling that there's abundance, materially and emotionally. And again, family is not just blood related. Family is what you are embracing here in regards to the collective. So it's your friends that you build, deeper connections with. It's even for those who deal with clients, is your clients, is co-workers, is anyone in this world full of like-minded people that you can attract by just going out, by just spreading your messages. Again, that even that people that you may have been for a while wanting to meet or wanting to talk, and it's like this month of February, it's like you feel the courage, or you have the guts to talk with people or to get involved with people that in the past you were really not having the courage to do that. It's like there's a lot of faith required in your capabilities for some reason this month. Some of you are coming to terms that you are responsible for your own happiness, and you need to, it's like you're trying to be more mature, again, more wise, and more, appreciative of the value things hold, not just wanting easy gratifications. I see you trying to be more responsible, and others needing to be more responsible with their approach, their attitudes towards life and others in general. Some of you, again, need to listen more to your reason, listen more to your mind, because the drive to follow your impulses is high this month as well. I also feel that others of you are understanding or listening. It's like you're listening to your higher calling. For those who have been, very confused with the direction their life is taking. Again, there's that sense you have been disconnected from higher sources. Some of you that have been really, feeling down with limitations of the physical world. And I feel that this is a month that some of you are really returning to that connection with divine source. And I feel that what you manifest now, and I also feel that February is a seeding month. So pay attention to the seeds you are putting here. The seeds, the intentions, the thoughts, the way you are communicating with yourself and others, and what you are thinking about, you are bringing about, right? So, but I also feel that this is like the first signs of what's going to happen, especially from spring forward in your ear. And I feel that there's this, is like you may be feeling the spring season, the season of promise, the season of rebirth, new life. I feel that you are feeling the spring effect already in your soul as February unfolds. And this sense of spring, the spring of your soul, is, again, you connecting, returning to connection, listening to your higher consciousness, and understanding your role, understanding the moment you are living. So pay attention, because then from spring forward, you may really see the concrete results of your trust right now. It's a very trusting feeling here for the majority of you in February. Some of you are really feeling that, or returning to that sense of harmony, seeing the beauty again, in love, in life, in people, especially in people. I feel that some Sagittarius are desiring love, but they are open to the fact that love is more than just, this intimate partner, and so they are experiencing love in other ways, trusting that with that they are attracting as well their partner or the right partner for them. I feel that some of you already have encountered this recently. There's a coming together of two souls of some sorts that feels like it was manifested, or something you have been desiring, praying, wanting the universe to bring to you. Some of you already have found it recently and or are in the verge of encountering it. And this could be a very long-term potential, type of energy. I feel that some of you may actually be in February celebrating family. So you may be celebrating marriages. There may be Sagittarius getting married, or enlarging their family. So there may be births, new babies, new life, but also friends, and it's like this. How can I explain to you? It's like you feel connected with everything around you in a positive way. So you don't separate yourself, or your ego doesn't come in here, or that's the challenge, is that your ego doesn't come in the way to make you feel like superior or separated from the sense of family that the human race is, or it should be, to each other. The sense of friendship, brotherhood, fraternity. There's a lot of focus on that for you, which is the challenge as well with the Three of Cups. So either you are falling into excessive behavior, overextending yourself, looking for gratifications, or actually your challenge is to be out there and celebrate life and trust your magic. Trust your magic, trust your messages, spread your magic to others because they need you just as you need them. It's like a inter-exchange of energies that is mutual energies here being shared in positive ways. Your purpose right now involves dealing with a lot of people and a lot of energies at the same time. But some of you are just celebrating family, are celebrating the fact that your family is growing, or that there's harmony in them, or seeing the blessing on your heritage, seeing the beauty in it. There's a lot of energy of happy conclusion to a phase, and feeling the spring sense of promise return. Some of you are waking up, some of you are waking up to this new consciousness of love. Again, where you are more responsible, more awakened to deeper truths of your being. And so you can't, or you won't dismiss the importance of things or the value of things that possibly you did as you did in the past, or you are really being tested here to rise above those hard lessons in relationships and love in general, or to expand your concept of what love means to you. And it's this being more conscious about it, more responsible, more serious. Like when you choose to commit, you choose to commit. When you choose love, you choose love. You understand my point is that sense of seriousness, because your word right now, especially your word, and not only your word, your mind, is so powerful. This is why you're called to the reason, to judgment, to be, on your best shape possible mentally, so you know what you are doing. You're not just playing, you're not just experimenting, because some of you could be trying to play a little bit too much, or you could just because everything may be going so well, you may be tempted to not take things seriously. Don't forget the lessons you have learned so far. Some of you are really determined to just rise to the top, and there's a lot of karmic ties and time at the same time, so you may be attracting a lot of powerful lessons through community, again, through people around. Others of you, again, are tested to return to the socializing, because you are trying to recuperate in the cocoon. It's like you're still in the cocoon, some of you. And I feel that those that are in the cocoon trying to heal is more of your choice. I feel that this rebirth happened and is happening. It's just you may still feel like you don't know how to go back. For those who have been more of hermits, you may fear not knowing how to return to relationships, how to return to, sharing of interests when so much has changed in you. Some of you are forgiving your past and being forgiven as well. Again, some of you are having this happy conclusion or resolution to something that has been difficult. So for those who have been dealing, with, again, dragging situations, painful situations, you may realize that the only thing that was needed was a heart-to-heart moment of pure love, of pure appreciation for each other, for life, for their shared story, for what happened, and an acknowledgement of the value that circumstance brought to you, even when it was painful. I also feel that some of you are forgiving and coming to terms with, things that ended during this period, because they needed to give room. It's like they needed to give room to this new consciousness, and you wouldn't rise to it if those people didn't left or didn't part ways with you, and you are coming to terms with that. Some of you, it's like it's not just people, it's other things that possibly you have lost. So it's like coming to terms with things you have lost, even of yourself, that you feel you have lost of yourself. Like, for example, for those who thought you were always in a good mood, and then suddenly everything is so serious, so dark, so complex in you. It's not that you have lost your ability to be joyful or to be happy. Is that you are understanding at a much more deeper and meaningful way what that happiness is all about, without pretense, without illusions, without masks that some of you hold on to. And so, the universe stepped in and took away that from you, or it faced you with the fact that you were wearing a mask. Because I feel some of you were even denying that, or you are still in denial about your role in stories in situations that it didn't go well. Some of you are still in denial about the role you played there, your share of responsibility, and you're still blaming life and the universe. Some of you. Others of you, I feel like there's two groups of Sagittarius, and I always feel this when I read, which is ones that are really into this energy of wanting to better themselves, wanting to rise to the top, wanting to upgrade, wanting to evolve, wanting to be more conscious, more committed, more serious, more hard work, and putting themselves in this energy of hard work to compensate, things they want to have like this long-lasting line in their life. So they are taking things more seriously than they did. Because they're more responsible for it. Some of you are in this energy. Other Sagittarius are like fleeing, like in a loop, from being more responsible. It's like they are afraid that once they acknowledge something, a mistake, a fault, they are afraid again of what that will do, or what will that take away from them, that trust in themselves. But if that trust is based on illusions, it's not real trust. So I feel that there's two groups here. Ones that are focused on doing the best they can and hearing their calling and working hard to establishing, beautiful foundations and beautiful accomplishments. And actually some of you are being rewarded with that. Those who have been with a lot of effort working on this goal. Others of you are still, on the surface, and there's a need to go deeper, plug the energy of divine consciousness so you can understand. It's not about taking the blame in terms of being less or becoming less than who you are. It's opening up to the truth. Okay, maybe you did something that now you realize you shouldn't have done, and now you go meet that person and you say, I'm sorry. And if that person doesn't accept your apology, that's out of your hands. You already done your part. You said with your heart that you're sorry, and now you can move on, and you find ways to forgive yourself for anything. And this is for the group of Sagittarius that are still blaming others in life. And it's not to say that others didn't do things wrong. No, it's your test here is acknowledging your role. Is acknowledging where your mind and your heart are, so they can communicate with each other consciously. Others, don't be afraid of regrets. Don't be afraid of regretting something. I feel that some of you want to do something or want to say something, approach a situation, and you are afraid of regrets. Again, this energy, as long as you are honest, as long as you are being honest, there's nothing to be regretful. This is what I really feel. Honesty is your key here, February, to get great results. And I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you who have been liking, sharing, commenting, donating. I really appreciate it, and please keep doing so, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.